Welcome everybody, and yes, we are working hard on revamping and rebooting and developing new platforms. And the whole foundation, as Kirk said, is really and truly what it's all about, and that's what we are building everything around. So let's go through the PowerPoints here and get you up to speed a little bit on what we all doing here. In the future, you will see that the field structure will work through three different verticals. And the verticals are the foundation, a direct sales vertical, and a business opportunity. So the three verticals is going to be the foundation, first and foremost, which is obviously the Veribella volunteer vertical, and that will have a separate website. It will have special funding programs. It will work with local organizations, activity fundraisers, awareness, and actually have a public presence. And it's about building awareness and building an army of volunteers that will literally go out and spread the word. And that connects a little bit with the middle vertical, which is the direct sales vertical, our customer vertical. That will again be separated in so that we can actually go out and create customers without necessarily have to push a business opportunity. What we are trying to lean towards is that the direct sales or the customer vertical is working very close with the foundation, because through an army of volunteers, we will actually gain a lot of customers in such that when people are participating in events and stuff, they will actually get exposed to our products and try our products, and for their participation fees and donations, they will actually receive some products. We, of course, in the customer vertical have the rewards program, so people can also earn free product and work that program on a referral basis. Now, the third one is actually what we have today. That's the business opportunity. And we call it the Veribella Business Developers. This is going to be a separate website, strictly with business focus. This is meant to support yourself and your family. And of course, that sort of integrates with the two other verticals in the sense that all the customers will be connected to the business developers, the associates over there. However, we want to have a separate direct sales vertical that very closely works with the foundation on exposing the knowledge of our cause, our products, and everything we do to raise money to save kids all over the world. So with those three, we have put the Veribella Foundation at the very top, which means that, as Kirk said, it's kind of like a master distributor position, and all the fundraising activities will be underneath that, as well as the entire organization. So we're not going to have a single person or, a personality of being, a master distributor or anybody who controls the organization except the Veribella Foundation. And that also ensures that everything that comes up through the organization sort of goes to the foundation sitting at the very top, including all the activities that, of course, raises and exposes awareness for what we are doing and our cause. This is very important because most companies out there have, of course, various charities, and these are sort of attachments to their business foundation. However, ours is different because the foundation is literally what we're all about, and everything we do is not like other companies in attachment. Everything we do sort of feeds the foundation and the cause, and that's an important difference when we go out and talk about it. So How it works for us, it's about helping people, helping others, and we are introducing what I call the Team 3 system. It's a system I've used through over 20 years in various variations, and we have built the whole compensation plan around this. Let's try and see what it's actually about. The first thing is what I call power of limitation. So when we really have to build down in the organization. So it's not just about, putting people in and then let them swim by themselves. An upline in my first MLM experience always said, throw 100 people at the wall and see who sticks. And, you from that, of course, putting a lot of people into the business, introducing the business, have to use a screening process to decide who to work with. 20/80 rule always applies, and that means that normally you would spend 80% of the time on basically 80% of the people who does not do much. The 20% that really engage are the ones you want to spend 80% of the time with. But it seems to be that all the talkers who doesn't do much but talk a lot are taking up all your time. So we really need to build in our training some filters that focuses on how do we really define where to put our efforts and how to build the structure. And we do that by building down, helping people, getting people, so that we truly build an organization of leaders, not just putting people in and let them decide, whether they can do it or not, because such a business as these businesses, whether it is a comp plan or it is a referral program or whatever it is sometimes overwhelming, and people sort of strand unless we help them really build an organization beneath one another. So from my experience, magic always happens on the fourth level. Exponentially, the organization grows very, very rapidly from the fourth level. And the first three levels are starting to feel and see that they make some money. And that is always a motivating factor. So we need to get down to the fourth level for everybody. So we built a solidified, concentrated depth, going 3 levels down before we really start going wide. And then once we have solidified 3 levels down, in our case, in a 3x3 matrix, we will build a second team. So the interim 90 days pay plan, and I got to say that the foundation of what you're going to see today is going to be the same that carries over to the final compensation plan, which is coming out in September. However, we are having a few more definitions and we'll go deeper, but you'll all see that when we go through the compensation plan document here after the PowerPoint. We are working with these different definitions. CV is commissionable volume. It's calculated volume relating to the price of a product. PV is personal volume, volume placed by the business developer or the associate. QV is a new thing, which is qualification volume. That's non-commissionable volume attached to, i.e. samples or training materials. It could be swag, baseball caps or mugs. It could be anything we use to present or work the business as tools. We are giving them a value so that people, by purchasing those, can qualify to actually go into the pay plan, but they are non-commissionable because we want to make them as cheap as possible. You will, for instance, see that the sample boxes that we are right now using from $8 will go down to $3.75. And that means that we can send out a whole lot more samples and get many, many more people interested in our cause and in our products. CPV is personal or customer personal volume. That is the customers that you find that is connected directly to you, and they have a specific volume, and you'll see that that specific volume is actually 30% of CV paid directly to you. So on every customer, you earn 30%. ESB is direct sales bonus. It's a one-time cash payout to the sponsor. When somebody signs in, they will purchase, hopefully, a starter pack, and you'll see those here a little later on. And then we have a founder's title. That's a special one-time position that you can only earn from now, starting now, until the end of August. And that gives a lot of special privileges, including some extra bonus. Now, customers always join for free, and they will have a limited access to see their activity if they go in as what we call referral customers. Referral customers will be customers who actually can participate in a referral plan, as you already know, but you'll also see that in the documentation here a little later on. But customers initially joins for free. Associates will pay $29.95. You can see there is QV points attached to that, 25. These are qualification points for you to qualify towards your own maintenance position. And they will receive for the $30 or $29.99, 5 sample boxes plus introductory information, all web and app access. And as you see, the qualification points and an associate will have to qualify in order to earn down into the generations of the compensation plan. And they have to do that by 75 points total. And in this case, you can see it could be a combination of personal volume, or it could be qualifying volume. Qualifying volume is, again, non-commissionable. So in other words, you could buy a product for, let's say, $50 and then add on sales samples, which are non-commissionable, but at a much lower price, up to the 75 points in total. Or you could actually sign up 3 customers, which gives each, I can tell you, 15 points each on the CPV value, and that would qualify you. In other words, if you need to qualify and stay qualified at 75 points, you don't really have to spend any money if you can't afford it or don't want to. You can just go out and get 3 customers, and that will qualify you. You could also, in reality, just purchase sales material, which is non-commissionable, but that will build your business. So on top of that, we are putting in 3 starter packs for new customers and associates. The first one is a customer intro pack at $229. It has 15 PCV, which again, 3 of them is 45, and 45 is what you need to equal up the 75 points to qualify you. It also carries 60 CV, which pays upline, and you will receive $60 cash, which goes to you as the enroller introducing a customer, and that's daily pay. Now, daily pay is a little bit with modification, meaning it counts from the day we actually receive the payment. That's typically, if it's over a weekend, it will be on a Monday after the weekend. So whatever there is for holidays and weekends, and also a delay, all depending on what time of day it comes in and get processed. When it posts on our account, it will be passed on to pay out. Business Developer Pack is a pack that is at $299, 75 CV, that goes up, and it pays $75 to the enroller, again, daily pay. And then we have the Business Developer Entrepreneurial Pack, which is $499, and that is 125 CV, pays $125 cash to the enroller, daily pay. For customers as well as the associates or business developers, we have the referral program. It's identical to what we already have now, with the exception that the customers needs to be on what we call preferred customers. Preferred customers are defined as somebody who goes on auto ship and actually generates 75 CV in the plan. However, for them, it's not CV. it is the PCV. And what that means is we are not posting CV values that goes from the vertical of customers into the business. It's only the business associates that can see that. But they have to be on the AutoShip program as a preferred customers, and for that they can earn a referral rewards program, as well as a also buy at wholesale pricing. So they will actually buy the same price as the distributors or the business developers. Other than that, it is the same. Now, here you see kind of a graphical, optical layout of the pay plan itself. And what you need to understand here is that there is two elements to the plan. There's a physical matrix, which we have like today, that people are placed in 3 levels and they go down to infinity. But there is also what we call the enrollment tree. And the enrollment tree is how you virtually can see all the people that you have enrolled. And I'm going to go to the next slide and then back to this one. So in the matrix, you will only have a front line per se, physical front line of 3 positions. But all the red ones, all the way down through the organization, actually represents your personal first level enrollees in your enrollment tree. What that means is that no matter where you introduce a new person, that could be 200 levels under you in this matrix that is 3 wide, going all the way to infinity, they will be considered your first level in your enrollment tree. And on all these people's activity, you will earn 15%. All the blue ones here are their people's people. So these are the people of all the red people. And all the red people, you know, once they start building their matrix, their front line in the enrollment tree is in this example blue. You will, as them on the second level, earn 20%. And the same goes on with the blue people's people that here are gray, and you will earn 25%. So no matter where you place people personally in depth, you will actually be able to earn 3 levels of commission. That will go far deeper after September. However, 3 levels of commission accelerating from 15 to 20 to 25. And why does it go up? Because normally it goes down in other plans. Well, it goes up because we want to motivate you to actually build 3 levels down. So any person that you are actually helping to get down to your 3rd level will pay you more than the one you personally enrolled on the 1st level. So let me go back to the other one. In reality, all your people in the enrollment version that you can click back and forth and see, you will see that your front line will be like front line to you, but that's a virtual view. And that can be, in this example, just because of space on the screen, there's only 3, but there could be 25 people that in your enrollment tree would be there. And these are actually the people that you're paid on. What that gives you is an optical view of who is missing people. So you can go down on any distributor in your downline within the first 3 levels and see if they are actually qualifying themselves by getting 3 people. If you look at the customers will not have a placement in the matrix. They sort of orbit around the distributor or the business developer. And that means that all the customers around any of these positions, code colored here by levels, will actually also count as volume within those 3 pay levels. In other words, the 15%, the 20%, and the 25 will include every distributor's customer volume. So it becomes much more extensive than just looking at the distributors, because it also takes, with the same percentages, all the customers. And as you can see, because your own customers are of course not on your first level, they're on the same level as you because they're connected directly to you, you will be paid 30% of their purchases directly.
Plans.
I hope this makes sense. Now, how does and how much does this pay out? Now, if you look at it, paying down 3 levels, lapping over, you can see that the arrows in the middle of the screen that goes horizontal, you add up these 3, 25, 20, and 15, that will be 60% payout. You go the other way and look down, 15, 20, and 25, that's 60%. However, on top of that, the company is paying out direct sales bonuses on the starter packs. You remember the direct daily pay on starter packs? There is 30% direct customer bonus on top of that. And then we have achievement bonuses up to $9,900 for building a team of 3 by 3 and have them all active by the end of August. And I will show you here a little later on how that works. It goes in increment. For the future, it's about building teams. And those teams will all, here they're sort of laid out like a unilateral next to each other, but they will all be compressed into the matrix. So see them as they can be on top of each other and they're all fitted into the matrix. So what actually happens when you got your first team, you will, in this case, up till end of August, become a founder of the company, and that's how you earn an extra bonus. And you'll see that in the definition sheet. Once you start going up, you will actually go up in pin levels or achievement levels, and you will have the referring title, and you will go, every time you build a new team, 1 level deeper in the matrix to be paid. So you're not just paid on all the distributors, but all the customers on 3 levels. But if you build 2 teams, you go 4 levels down. If you build 3 teams, 5 levels, and so forth. You will also see that as of September, we will have matching bonuses. We will have advancement bonuses. We will have group bonuses. And this is a big thing because group bonuses means, and I will go back to this slide, that all the gray areas of 4th level, 5th level, and all the spillover that you have coming from above, people placing all the people in the same matrix. You will now, from you and literally down to almost infinity, where it breaks is once you hit somebody who has the same achievement level of you, it will stop. That means I'll give you a title that you'll see in the definition document. But let's say there's a title as Master Business Developer, and you're a Master Business Developer. If you go down in your organization, you will actually collect a percentage of everything, either to infinity or till you hit another master developer in that leg. And that's where it stops, because we can't pay everybody, because that person starts picking up organization volume as well, and we can't pay on the same volume twice. So it will, until, if you stay on top of your achievement level, it is literally to infinity. You'll get all the spillover, everybody's people that is below you in the matrix, placed above from you, by you, or by people beneath you. And that will go down till you meet the next person. Now, there's a way to get around the next person, because if you are a master developer and you have somebody down in the organization that is a master developer, and your group volume stops at that person, you can go down and actually place in your enrollment tree a new front line underneath that person. And that would activate to tap into that one more time. Don't know if you follow that, but all that will be explained in our training. So in reality, if you build smart and you follow our training and you follow the strategies, you can actually maximize the plan to infinity. So going from that, let's talk a bit about our product. So now the products you know and we have are, of course, the fix, the mask, and the serum. And then we have the RDKL line. Now, the RDKL line is priced at $99, and at $99, that will qualify you for auto ship and all the qualification because it gives exactly 75 points. So that is where we start. However, over the next 2 months, we are launching 2 new products. It's the eyelash and brown serum that is actually in filling right now, and we just waiting for basically the shipment coming in after it gets filled. We don't have an exact date, but we are aiming that we hopefully by the end of this month, beginning of July, will have that product to the field. And then we are going to introduce our Mind Coffee. Our Mind Coffee is a very special blend that has a number of different you could say benefits over traditional coffee. It's mind enhancing and just a stimulating coffee that has a tremendous effect on people from the perspective of sort of enlightening them with, it's almost like an energy and a mind enhancing coffee, but it also have a weight reducing effect on most people. So there is a lot of features and it's quite revolutionary. But you will see those products as truly consumable volume products be introduced here through July and August. Then for the future, we have an energy drink similar to the coffee, because one thing is you drink maybe a cup or 2 in the morning of your coffee, but all day long, you want to maintain that energy. So we are also going to introduce an energy drink with the same features, so to speak, more focusing on energy per se. And that will come hopefully for our launch in September. There has been some regulatory adjustments on what you could use for ingredients and all that in the entire field of energy drinks worldwide. And we are working on trimming our formulation so it has the max effect of what we're really looking for. And then the probably most exciting thing about all this, and I will say not much more than we call it Project T. It's kind of like it's kind of a teaser here, but I can tell you that we have been traveling, we have been talking, we have been looking, developing, doing all kinds of things, and Project T will become the identity of our company come September. That product will launch in September. It's not just one product. It's actually a whole foundation of, how do I say this without saying too much? It's a whole foundation of what we will be identified as. It will apply to most of all our products. And it will be something that is just about the most exciting thing I've ever seen in the industry. Our entire story, our entire approach, our entire, from a product perspective, vision of building and offering this to the market is extraordinary. And it's being kept inside the house, kind of like an Apple launch. Nobody knows about it. There is a handful of people that even knows about it. And we will keep it that way for protection reasons and also proprietary reasons. But it's going to be enormous. And that will be who we are beyond being, the foundation and our costs and all that. But from a product perspective, there will be nobody like us out there. and it's just exciting. And I know it's a teaser. We debated whether we should even tell you about it, but this has been since I came in here the last few weeks, our main focus to really have a product story, be unique, be different, not just do what other people have success with, whether it's energy drinks or coffee or cosmetics. It's going to be something truly, truly, truly special. And I think you will all love it. It gives us an identity, and they will call us, like, I'm just using this word, the tea company, but it's not TT, stands for teaser. So so don't look too much to that. But we are going to have some, as you can see, with the coffee, the energy drink, our skincare line, all of that. We are going to have very heavily consumable products. They're going to be to the Veribella standard. They're going to be absolutely poisonous free. They're going to be, I won't use the word all natural, because, you know, petroleum is natural, but they will be healthy, they will be clean, they will be safe, and that's our philosophy when it comes to products. Now, about the Founders event. The Founders event will go on in September. We don't have a date nailed down, but that will be a Founders only event. And what that means is you have to build a team of 3 by 3. That means 39 people in order to qualify. You will actually, and you will see that in the document we're going to pull up here after the PowerPoint, you will see that you can earn $3,000 cash for building a team beyond the commissions paid. You will also see on the way, you will have an extra achievement level that gives you an extra $900 bonus on your way to the first team 3. And you will also see that you can build, or you can build as many as you want, but if you build up to 3 teams before the end of September, you will actually earn $900 above and beyond all the commissions, being 15% on everybody and everybody's customer that you bring in, be 20% on all their people and their customers, be 25% on all their people and all the customers they bring in. You will never, ever see this kind of payout up front again, ever, because there is only so much money to pay out, and we are going to pay it out plus some here on the 3 first level in the next 3 months. So this could be the summer that really sets you up. It sets you up pretty much, if you choose so, for life. And it could be a foundation in which the financial foundation that you built will carry you in to carry on that path all the way up through the compensation plan and to the top, where you earn group overrides, even organizational bonuses. Organizational bonuses is on top of your group bonus. That means that we will implement that you take part in sharing everything that the company generates on a global basis. That would be the top level. Today, you may know that as the presidential pool, but it's similar to that. However, on the way up there, you will earn on all the spillovers, you will earn to infinity. That's another achievement point. And before that, you will have achievement bonuses on all the big steps to take you to the top. So with that, we are telling you here that we are introducing the information for you today. The back office will be activated with the new plan, but you can start working immediately. We will activate the new back office and compensation plan on June 15th. It's simply a coding issue because, as you can see, we are redoing everything. And on top of redoing it now, I can tell you, you will see an explosion of features that you will have in September beyond what you have in your back office now. It's a whole new platform, and it's a whole. I mean, it is. You will have the tools, the access, the the features that you will find in any billion-dollar company. And we act like we're a billion-dollar company. Nobody just knows about it yet, but we will be there.